Hello, hodlers, and welcome back, crypto enthusiasts. Today, we are diving into the hottest news in the market and analyzing Bitcoin, which is continuing its consolidation around the $60,000 mark. We'll take a look at what's going on with the Federal Reserve and the interest rate cut and what that means for the market. Don't forget about the other exclusive events because at the end of the video I'm gonna announce you some major news that you really don't wanna miss. Therefore, stick till the end, like, share and comment what you think. Let's start with some major breaking news. On September 15, and you already know what I'm talking about, there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump at his golf club in Florida. The suspect was arrested, but this marks the second time this year that Trump has been targeted. If you think about it, the market reacted immediately. In fact, Bitcoin experienced a brief dip while some Trump related tokens were experiencing extreme volatility. But now let's jump on the debate between Trump and Harris, which actually didn't affect the odds on Polymarket at all. Even though some of the major newspapers are referring to a dip or a rise, actually Trump's odds of winning the 2024 election jumped to over 50%, equaling those of Kamala Harris after the assassination attempt. Therefore, a true battle for crypto bettors is going on. But now let's focus on some of the most important news of the month and of the year because finally, and actually I want to say almost the last 2 years, that there were no cuts in the inflation side event. Therefore, we can see that now finally, and I am on the official website, you can scroll down on September, go on PDFs, and you will see the report of the Federal Reserve press release. Therefore, from my experience, I know that already from the third paragraph, you can check all the details. And as we can read, in light of the progress on inflation and the balance of risks, the committee decided to lower the target range for the federal funds rate by half percentage point to etc. etc. Therefore, this means that half point percentage has been cut. Therefore, 50 basis points. A 25 or a 50 basis points cut was expected. In fact, if the Fed was opting, for a smaller cut, we could see a bullish recovery for Bitcoin as lower rates make risky assets like cryptocurrency more attractive. However, a large cut usually indicates serious economic concerns, which triggers a lot of volatility. But even though it's not something really positive to have a major cut, this did not affect the market at all negatively. In fact, let's jump on the chart and let's see where we left last time. For I'm talking to the new guys that are watching the video. With the previous video, we have analyzed some major uh, excursion and some major support and resistance zones, and we have identified the $52,000 mark as a major support and the 74.72 zone as major resistance. We have identified also some medium terms of resistance at 68,000, which is the previous all-time high of Bitcoin of previous years, and a minor range of $54,000 because the graph actually had different type of movements in those regions, and for our analysis these are the main interesting points. Therefore, we have seen a rise from our support zone in a positive direction, and what we can see, and let me clean you up a little bit the drawings, what we have experienced since the FOMC cut, which I will show you exactly on, which is actually over here on this date. We have experienced extreme positive move upwards, but this has not been done because of the release of the news of the FOMC, but as always, buy the rumors, sell the news. A lot of people were expecting a cut, which a cut, anyways, is a positive event for the market. Therefore, a lot of traders were already positioning themselves on the major support zones that we have identified in the past. Therefore, a positive movement was expected by many traders and by the market as well. Therefore, now we have to identify the next targets. And as we can see, we have here a medium range that we have identified around the $63,000 mark, because since July, it has it is signaling actually one of the main area of interest for traders regarding the direction of the next days. So in here you can see that this zone reacted as resistance. Here it reacted as resistance. In fact, if we zoom, there are three candles, one green, one red, and another green, which actually is signaling that this zone is becoming support zone. In fact, the graph went on the upside direction, let's say, and before it had this major crash, it's actually bounced once again. Therefore, this zone is a very important zone for us to actually notice and take in account if we want to have any type of trades or investment these days. What I see from here is if we have, and I already see there is a rejection, if the rejection gets eaten up by another huge candle with a lot of volume, then it could mean that our direction will be on the upside. Whereas if we have another scenario where this retracement keeps going, it goes past the FOMC let's say zone meeting announcement of 50 basis points cut, then we could see a major dip around our zones of 54 or either $52,000. Therefore, stay tuned as always and be prepared for what's coming. In the opposite side, if we push upwards this zone, we are gonna stop at $69,000, which is our first stop that we can identify in the graph. Now let's jump back on the amazing news and updates regarding YouHodler, and I really suggest to follow all the social medias in actually all the languages, because each country has his own specific and you can always participate. Therefore, I suggest you to follow the YouHodler Italy, because a lot of updates are coming up. But let me switch to the main account and show you the amazing news that is coming today. And here I wanted to bring you get ready hodlers, because the YouHodler token is coming your way. So there has been this announcement. You could actually just join Zilli right now, start completing the tasks, and you will be get rewarded in YouHodler tokens. This is a very important news. It's super fresh, so I suggest to interact with it as soon as you can. And I also suggest to follow all the updates on the YouHodler page, because there is very important news. I hope, guys, these updates have been good to you, and I suggest to comment to let me know what you guys think about what will happen in the market, and if you want more updates like this. It's been a pleasure. See you on the next video.